Hello, welcome to another episode of Sudoku and Variants. Today we're solving an easy centers. Yes, this one takes the American spelling, sorry Brits. The numbers 1 through 9 cannot repeat in any row or column or in any other pretty beachy like boxes or in any 3 by 3 grid where you see the thicker black lines. In an easy center, sometimes you can fill in the beachy squares rather easily. I will look at the 8th column and in the 8th row, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing from the column, but I see it in the row. I do not see a 6 in the column or in the row. I see a 7, 8, and 9. I know this beachy square gets the 6. I also count the numbers in order on the beachy squares. So I know that the 5 must go here. I see that I'm missing a 2 and a 5. I see a 2 right above this beachy square, so I know that the 5 must go here because I cannot put a 2 in the same 3 by 3 grid as another 2. This means that the other beachy square must get the 2. I then look for a row that's only missing 1 or 2 numbers. I will take the third row from the top. Now I'll take the second row. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, put in the 8, and count 9. I am done. Now let's look at the third row. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, missing 7 and 8, but I see the 9. I look for the 7, do not see one in the first column, but I do see one in the third column. I put in the 7 here. I put in the 8 here. I then look at this top far left 3 by 3 grid and put in the last missing number, the 3. I go to the second 3 by 3 grid and put in the 8. It is the only number not already in this 3 by 3 grid. The last 3 by 3 grid on top is missing the 5. I put that in. And move on to looking at columns. The 7th column looks easy. I see is missing the 2 and the 8. I count 1, no 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no 8, and 9. I look at this bottom square and look at the 3 by 3 grid for a 2. I see the 2, so I know the 2 cannot go here. I put the 2 here and the 8 down here. The 8th column is only missing the 5. I put it in. I am going to move over to the second column and count 1, 2, 3 is missing. 4, 5, 6, 7 is missing. 8, 9. I know that I need a 3 and 7. I look at the first empty square and notice that a 7 is already in that 3 by 3 grid and in the row as well. Can I put another 7 here? So I put the 7 down here instead. I then put the 3 here. I am going to look at this middle row far to the left side. This 3 by 3 grid here. I count and see I am missing the 6, 8, and 9. I look at this row here. I see the 6 and the 8. Can now put a 6 and an 8 here, so put the 9 here instead. I look at the next row and see an 8. I put a 6 here then. This leaves only the 8 for this square. Feel free to pause this if you need to, as I'm not doing this at DDD speed. Sorry, folks. DDD stands for Developmental Delay Disorder. Okay, let's look at this grid here in the far right area in the middle. I see that I'm only missing the 3, so I put it in. I will go to the bottom area in this last column and see that I'm missing the 1 and 7. I look in the 8th row and see a 1. So I know that a 7 must go here and a 1 down here. The first column we'll look at, I will count 1, 2 is missing, 3, 4 is missing, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 4 is needed. I will look at the 8th row. I see the 4. I will put the 2 here and the 4 down here. Third column, bottom 3 by 3 grid. I am missing 3, 6, and 9 found by counting. I look at the top row of this grid. I see the 3 and 9, which means I can only put the 6 in the spots here. 3 and 9 is still missing. I look at both rows, but both rows are missing the 3 and the 9. I move on. I'm going to go to the 4th row. I count and do not see a 1. I then look at the 4th column and I see a 1. I put the 1 in the next column over. I then count 1, 2, 3 is missing and put in that 3. I move down to the next row. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put in the 4. Next row, which is row 6, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I do not see 6. 7 and 8 are in, and the 9 is missing. I then look at column 4, see if it contains a 6 or a 9. I see the 9 here, so I put in the 6 here, and the 9 over here. Row 7 is missing a 1 and a 7. I look at column 4 and I see a 1. I put the 7 here and the 1 here. I then move to column 4 as it's only missing one number. I count 1, 2 is missing and put in the 2. I move to column 5 and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but do not see a 9. I put in the 9. I will move on to column 6 and count 1, 2, 3 is missing, 4, 5, 6 is missing, 7, 8, 9. 3 and 6 is missing. I will then look at row 8. I see the 6. So I know I must put a 3 here. And put the 6 down here. I will again look at the 8th row and fill in the last missing number and do the same for row 9. Did you fill in the 9 and then the 3? And there you have it. We have solved our centers easy puzzle. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share so that I can get more viewers here. And just a note, the reason why I solve Sudoku slowly is so that those who are not capable of thinking quickly can learn to solve Sudokus. Bye. Thanks again, everyone.